Morning everybody, welcome back to the test lake. Today we are on the water with some of these. This is the Norman Lures Speed N. A little bit about Norman Lures. We've all seen them. We've all probably owned them in the past. They are kind of the cockroach of crankbaits out there. You just can't kill them and they're always there. There's nothing quite like a good looking crankbait to get me really excited, and that's exactly what this is. This is nothing like a good looking crankbait. So what these are with the Speed N, this is just a standard, square bill crankbait. Made by Norman Lures. A couple things about this is Norman Lures, I didn't know this has been in business for over 30 years. It says here that these lures have been made out of a butyrate. I don't know exactly what butyrate is. I assume that's some kind of plastic. But it says it's an old school material that requires more time-consuming methods of production. But while other plastic lures produce a high-pitched sound, butyrate creates a unique, softer thump. We have them in the olive/blue color. It's I don't have any dimensions on it. Probably weighs about a 1/4 ounce, again, just like the last lure that we had. And yeah, it's probably, 1.5, 2 inches long maybe, total. Anyhow, we're going to go ahead and tie these bad boys on, fish with them, see if we can put any fish in the boat with the cockroach of the crankbait world, and we'll find out at the end of it if it gets boxed or tossed. So let us know in the comments below if you think the Norman Lures Speed N is going to end up in the tackle box or if it's going to get tossed. Okay, so initial thoughts on the Norman Speed N. It is ugly as sin, that's for sure. As I've been using it, I noticed that I don't get a ton of responsiveness from it because I'm tying directly to the lure. Todd, you were using a leader.
Yep.
So did you have any issues with responsiveness on the other end?
No, I really didn't. It's minimal at best, but I mean, I still had a response on there. I don't think the extent that you had there or whatever, but yeah. So
for me, it just felt like if you're tying directly to the lure on this, and I'm using the same thing I always use for crankbaits, where I'm running 12-pound test monofilament line on a 7-foot medium heavy rod, 6.6 to 1 gear ratio. That's my crankbait rod, and on this one I just didn't get the same sort of vibration on the other end of the line that I would usually get from something like a DT6 or an H2O or any other lure that we've reviewed, particularly in the way of square bills. I'll say this: the plastic bill on it is actually kind of pliable. You can flex it a little bit. I expect them to be a little more rigid, but it does seem like it's unibody in a way too, in that it's not just a separate piece inserted into a piece of balsa wood. That's kind of Norman Lures thing, where they're talking about how they do this plastic construction. It does have rattles in it. I suppose that helps. Obviously, we caught a ton of fish with it. Norman has proved to me that the fish don't give a rip about what the lure actually looks like in terms of its detail. Because this lure does leave plenty to be desired in terms of detail as far as aesthetics are concerned. I mean, just the little yellow eyes that are actually crisscrossed, and they're not even stickers. They're just kind of painted on. They're little spray paint kind of dots. It looks like. I mean, it's not a pretty lure by any stretch of the imagination, but it's effective. It's effective. It proves that the fish operate more on the reaction strike aspect versus the aesthetics of the lure itself, I believe. So. Yeah, I mean, it works really well. Having a great day with it. Caught a lot of fish, some good fish for sure. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, it's just the most basic thing I've ever used in my life, but it worked out well. I mean, we caught some decent fish. We were small bass and big bass, and they're coming off, I think, their nest right now, so we don't know if that had something to do with it or not, but nevertheless, they were hungry, and they were hungry for Norman today. So I guess they've been in business for 30 years or something.
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah, so I think they've maybe cracked the code. We used a V-wrap last year. I don't even think we aired it just because we didn't catch squat on it. But it had a really cool concept to it. It was honestly a gorgeous lure, and it looked very slick and everything, and had very good retrieve on it, but we didn't catch anything. And again, this one leaves something to be desired as far as looks go, but we caught a ton of fish, so. Yeah, Norman, I'm very impressed with you. I don't think I've ever used one of your lures before, but you made a believer out of me today.
Okay, guys, So that's going to do it for the Norman Speed N, this little guy right here. It's time to make a decision. Does it go to the box or does it get tossed? So here we have our Plano tackle box. Here we have our trash can. If I were making this decision on looks alone, it's going in the trash, no doubt about it. It's ugly as sin, but I can't argue with the results today. And you know, we had quite a few elements in our favor. I mean, we're overcast today. We got some good wind. Wind is always a steady wind is always good crankbait weather,
especially from the west.
To be perfectly honest with you, I really don't like the feel of this lure on the other end of the line. It's just
you wanted to toss it.
Yeah, I mean, I want to toss it because I don't like the feel of it, but at the same time, I caught like 10 fish on it, so I can't. I mean, I have a hard time with wanting to just throw it out because of that. So, my vote is going to be to box it. I reluctantly box it, but just because I don't like the feel of it, I don't like the look of it, but I can't argue with the results. I mean, the results speak for themselves. So, my vote is to box it.
Yep.
What about you?
Well, me on the other hand, I don't care what it looks like. I don't care what it feels like. If I get fish off of it, I'm happy. I'm a total box it. Again, I don't care for the looks either, but when it comes to catching fish, that's really all that matters. So I'm a boxer.
Okay. Let's. So there you have it, guys. The Norman Speed N going in the box. There it is, lure number 2. Guys, thank you so much for.
It's looking kind of lonely.
Yeah, it is getting kind of lonely in there, isn't it? We'll have to find something crappy. I mean, I thought we had it, but we don't. So, guys, that's going to do it for us here with the Norman Speed N. Let us know in the comments if you would have boxed it or tossed it. Appreciate you stopping by to the test lake here. Make sure to click like on the video for us. Let us know that you were here. Hit subscribe down below. Also, we are now on TikTok as well.
Thank you.
So feel free to go over and check out some of our TikToks. It's not going to be, it's not lure reviews or anything like that. It's just stupid stuff,
yep.
Just for a laugh.
Totally different.
So,
yep.
But yeah, feel free to go follow us over on TikTok and check our videos out over there too.
Yep. And obviously we are finally kind of ramping up for our fishing season. Today was probably the best day we've had in a year.
Long time.
Yeah, anyway, so yeah, anything you want us to review, let us know. Anywhere from these ugly Norman lures to something a little more slick maybe, but anything in between. So let us know.
All right. Guys, thanks again for stopping by. We're the KC Bass Guys. I'm Brandon.
I'm Todd.
Y'all have a good one.